everyone, this is Ginger from My Sister Scrapper. I have another project I'd like to share with you. This is an altered clipboard that I created for a swap that I'm participating in over at Life on the Scrapbeach. The swap is hosted by Irene Cordova, and she did also include a few requirements on the altered clipboard. It could be whatever size we wanted to do. However, we just needed to get with our swap partner and figure out what they wanted. We had to include a vintage image or an ephemera, 2 handmade flowers, a stick pin or a dangle charm, a butterfly, a bird, a ladybug, and a sentiment, and a loop of some kind on the back. And then we could do a pin if we wanted. That was optional. So this is what I came up with. My swap partner is Cindy Dillon, and she had told me that her color choices were either red or blue. And the theme for the swap was Vintage Garden, so I decided to go ahead and use blue because that was what she decided she liked. First off, I did include a little pen, and I am counting this as one of my handmade flowers on my pen. So I just kind of wrapped it with some satin ribbon, then put some lace on top of it and some flat back pearls, and then I have a giant bling on the top and some tulle flower here. Right. So for the clipboard, I added some lace at the bottom, and I wanted it to kind of look kind of weathered. So what I did was I painted it with some gesso. And then I stamped it with a script stamp in the background. And then I used some 6x6 pieces of paper that I had torn. And I distressed the edges. And then I just kind of decoupaged them on here in random order. And then I took some rub and buff and went around the outside edges in antique gold. Here's my other handmade flower. I took the lace and I snipped it in between the scallops here. And then folded it around and then hot glued a circle on top of that with some stickles, and then another circle punch, and then a paper flower from Recollections. This is my little bird here, and also my ephemera. It's a little postcard stamped image that I got, and I distressed the edges, and I did some rub and buff on the corners. I also added a little metal bird here, and I think this is, I can't remember, I think it's a trinkets from Marion Smith. And I punched out some butterflies. So I have butterflies here and here and here and here. I did add a bunch of little small flowers that I got from Recollections in different shades of blue. So I put a cluster right here, and then a cluster here, and a cluster along the side. And then I added some prima flowers up here, some prima leaves. And then this is my stick pin, and I dangled a little charm on the top of the stick pin that I created. I went ahead and took some of the satin trim. Well, it's not satin, it's kind of silk. It's a wide silk ribbon, and I pleated it and then glued it on the clip here. But the clip is functional still, because she did want the clipboard to be functional. And I also added a little pad of paper right here that I had cut down and made it small. So, and this is my ribbon that I used to hang it from. I added some leaf trim right here. That was white, and I actually sprayed it with some tattered leather glimmer mist. So here's my ladybug. It's just a little image that I punched out with a circle punch, and then I used some glossy accents and adhered it to the inside of a bottle cap. And for my sentiment, I stamped a little image here, a little sentiment that says, "Love warms every nest," and then over here it says, "Friends are stars that make life sparkle." So that's the front, and I do have a bunch of bling here. And then I also added a little glassine envelope with a little button here that's part of the Girls Papery collection. And it does open up, and there is a little tag on the inside. And on the back is another piece of vintage ephemera that has a little bird on it. So that just goes back in here, and she can put pictures or something on there if she wants. And on the back of the clipboard, if you flip it over, I created a little pocket with some of the leftover papers that I had, and I went ahead and wrapped my lace all the way around. And inside the pocket I have 3 tags with some of the leftover papers. And on the back I just went ahead and painted it again. I used some Tim Holtz. I painted with gesso first, and then I used the Tim Holtz picket fence crackle paint. So you can see that it's crackled in here. And then I took some Making Memories blue paint and just dry brushed over that. And then I took a bunch of inks, and I think I used Stormy Sky and Weathered Wood and all kinds of different inks from my Distress ink pads, and just kind of went over it, and then the rub and buff along the edges. So that's the back of the clipboard. There's the tags, and then this is the front. So there you have it, and here's my little matching pen. That was an option. So there you go. That's my little altered clipboard for Cindy Dillon. I hope she likes it. It is blue, so there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.